Have you ever felt the world shift beneath your feet, as though the familiar landmarks of your life have been swept away overnight? Perhaps a job you loved changed beyond recognition, or you moved to a new city that felt as alien as another planet. In those moments, we fear that to survive, we must become someone entirely different, that adaptation demands we shed the very qualities that make us who we are. But if we step into the wild, we discover creatures that meet upheaval not by abandoning their essence, but by adapting to it, responding to new challenges with creativity, courage, and an unshakable center. They remind us that transformation need not come at the cost of our identity. Rather, true growth unfolds when we bend without breaking, adapt without erasure, and emerge on the other side still ourselves, only stronger. Today, let us walk 3 remarkable paths through nature's changing landscapes. We'll linger on sunlit branches with the chameleon as it shapes its colors to every challenge, scuttle along the tidal shore with the hermit crab as it finds a new shell without losing its own shell of self, and hover beside milkweed clusters with the monarch butterfly as it transcends every boundary, carrying its promise through each stage of life. In their wisdom, we will uncover how to navigate our own transformations, coming through change not with loss, but with renewed clarity and conviction. Chameleons, shifting hues, steadfast spirit. In the hush of a forest's heart, where sunlight trickles through a cathedral of leaves, a chameleon perches on a branch, nearly invisible against the mottled bark. As a flurry of light dances across the canopy, its skin ripples through an array of colors, emerald to ochre to twilight purple, each shift a response to temperature, mood, or the approach of prey. Yet, beneath that mutable mosaic lies the same undaunted spirit, a creature born to explore, to hunt, to survive. The chameleon's gifts are not a mask to hide its true self, but tools to help it thrive in every new circumstance. When a rival draws near, it darkens with resolve. When the sun beats down, it lightens to reflect excess heat. When courtship calls, it erupts in vibrant pattern to signal readiness. In each transformation, its essence, its curiosity, its drive, its connection to the living world remains immutable. In our own lives, we face changing climates of our own, shifts in our careers, communities, and roles that challenge us to adapt. We may feel pressure to adopt an entirely new persona, more authoritative at work, more carefree in relationships, more polished on social media. Yet, like the chameleon, we can learn to flex our outer expression, adjusting our tone, our pace, our approach, without dimming the light of our core values and passions. Imagine stepping into your next challenge with the chameleon's confidence, letting your inner self guide your outward shifts so that each color change becomes an honest expression of who you are in this moment, rather than a disguise. In doing so, you honor both your adaptability and your authenticity. Hermit crabs, new shelters, unchanged selves. At the edge of a sandy beach, where the surf leaves a glistening trail of foam, a hermit crab emerges from the tide's retreat. Its first home is a snail shell it discovered by chance, a snug, protective space that fits its soft abdomen perfectly. But as the crab grows, its old shell no longer suffices. It sets out, antennae quivering, to find a larger shell among the jumble of spent homes. It tests each prospect, cautiously slipping partway inside, assessing weight and fit before committing to the move. This cyclical process of resourceful renewal is not a reinvention of the crab itself. Underneath, it remains the same crab, its claws, its legs, its rhythms of eating and burrowing unchanged. Only its home evolves to accommodate its growth. When we watch this delicate transaction, we see that the hermit crab's identity rests not in the shell it carries, but in the life it lives within. We too may find our current shells of circumstance, our roles, our routines, our relationships, no longer fit the person we've become. The instinct to cling to comfort can be strong, yet the hermit crab shows us that when our needs change, it is not a betrayal of self to seek new structures that support our growth. We can move into larger workplaces, broaden our social circles, or redraw our personal boundaries, all without forfeiting the essence that defines us. The next time you outgrow a role or environment, imagine the hermit crab's careful search. Instead of forcing an ill-fitting shell, gently explore new possibilities, and only then step into the space that honors both your growth and your true self. Monarch butterflies, wings of promise through every stage. Turn your attention to a field of milkweed in the late afternoon sun, where golden blossoms nod in the breeze. Here, the monarch caterpillar nibbles its way through leaves, unaware that soon it will cocoon itself in a chrysalis, an enclosed world of silent upheaval. Inside, its body dissolves and reassembles, emerging days later as a butterfly with wings of flame and ink. Yet at every moment, from tiny caterpillar to soaring butterfly, it remains a monarch, carrying the same DNA, pursuing the same promise of migration across continents. This radical metamorphosis is the most poignant testament to staying true to oneself amid enormous change. The caterpillar does not cling to its old form. It surrenders to the process, trusting in the deeper identity that underlies every appearance. In doing so, it gains capacities it never had, wings that span landscapes, a navigational instinct that guides it home thousands of miles away. In our own transformations, career pivots, personal reinventions, spiritual awakenings, we may fear that letting go of an old identity means losing ourselves. The monarch shows us that surrendering to the process can reveal our fullest, most vibrant selves. Every layer we shed, every new skill we adopt, adds dimension to the promise carried within us from the very beginning. When you stand at the threshold of your own metamorphosis, remember the monarch's faith in destiny. Allow yourself to enter the chrysalis of change with an open heart, trusting that your true self will emerge with new wings, stronger, more radiant, and true to the promise you have always carried. In the chameleon's living canvas, the hermit crab's resourceful homes, and the monarch's soaring wings, we uncover three principles for thriving through change without losing ourselves. Flexible expression. Like the chameleon, adapt your outer colors to new circumstances while honoring your inner flame. Purposeful renewal. Like the hermit crab, seek new structures that fit your evolving needs while preserving the essence within. Transformative faith. Like the monarch butterfly, embrace radical change as the path to realizing your deepest promise. Together, these lessons craft a roadmap for navigating life's shifts with both resilience and authenticity, showing us that transformation need not require self-betrayal, but can be a powerful journey of becoming more fully who we are. Pause for a moment and sense the grounding pulse of your heartbeat, your constant companion through every change. Recall a recent transformation you faced, perhaps a job transition, a move, or a shift in your own outlook. Ask yourself, in what ways can I flex my outer expression like the chameleon, adjusting to new environments without dimming my inner passions? Where in my life do I need to find a new shell that honors my growth, as the hermit crab finds its larger home? How can I trust my own metamorphosis, like the monarch butterfly, believing that the promise within me can carry me through any cocoon of change? Let these questions gently echo in your mind, softening fear and opening a space for curiosity, creativity, and compassion. When everything changes, the impulse to abandon our roots can be strong. Yet the chameleon, the hermit crab, and the monarch butterfly reveal that true adaptation honors, rather than erases, the essence that lies within. We learn to shift our hues with intention, to move into new spaces with purpose, and to emerge from every transformation with renewed beauty and strength. In the quiet wisdom of these overlooked teachers, we find the courage to navigate our own upheavals with grace, growing, evolving, and soaring, all without losing a single thread of who we truly are. And these three guides remain ever present, lighting our path through change, if only we pause to watch and choose to learn.